SwagSoldSeparately.com exclusive.
From a website called SwagSoldSeparately.com, located over UNH. How have things been going?
They've been going real well, man. We just got back from like a little Texas run we did, but everything's great. We're just finishing up the album, so it's a pretty exciting time of the year.
Down in Texas, you performed with Mike Stud and Time Flies, right?
Yeah, they're really good guys. They're good kids.
You were sort of the first one of these, college rappers to sort of come out and make a name for yourself, and you sort of paved the way for guys like them. What's it like to see so many successful, college rappers or guys sort of following your footsteps?
It's cool, it's, I'm very appreciative and lucky that, my manager Alex and I were sort of on it before anyone else, just in terms of not just being a college artist, but using the venues like frats or music halls or wherever you can play. So, basically just boost like your fan base and get the awareness up was something that we just saw. And our college campus is so when you kid, somehow get a couple kids talking about you everywhere. It's pretty sure to spread if you have something worthwhile in terms of music. So it's really cool to see those dudes doing their thing and touring parts of the country and shit. We've always been super proud of what we did, and the steps we're going are sort of, hopefully can pave the way for more kids like them and continue to pave the way for them.
Definitely. What's it like for you going from way back then when you were sort of producing everything on your own and sort of doing that type of stuff to Into the Wild, what you just released? It's really upbeat, kind of electro. How is that transformation?
The last stuff we put out, before Into the Wild, Coming Home, Watch Out, and then before that was Party Records. When Alex and I were in London, we had all these crazy, dubsteppy, trippy type beats that, no one was really rapping over in the States. Just like another risk that we took to try to get to sort of open up to the music, which is, like a couple years ago. But it's been great, man, like the transition in terms of, not having to produce all your own stuff. Like, I still produce a lot, but it's nice to have other people, working and producing for you because it makes everything easier. And most of the producers I'm working with, in terms of success, are more successful than me, but also you just have a wide variety of beats to choose from different producers. So it's definitely a different process, and you're making an album and basically in-owning the whole thing, and you're writing all the music, you're writing all the beats. It's a lot of work, so it's a lot. Nice to having help from RCA, sort of the backing of a couple super producers.
So about being signed with RCA now, looking back, when everything sort of really got crazy for you was when Boston's Boy dropped and Stoolpalooza was happening. That was sort of like your first real big thing. What was different between when Driving Me Crazy came out and you said, I don't think I want to do this yet. I think I want to just keep going and doing what I'm doing, versus now where you said, now's the right time to do it, it's the right situation?
We're talking about situations. Alex and I felt that we had pretty much got to the point of where really, my music wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready to sign to a label. I had the face, and that's it. So we took, a year and 4 months to really get the music right, because that's the most important part, To sign a deal like a year ago, I would have been a little lost. Basically, we just waited till my music was right.
Definitely. You said earlier that next is an album, is that correct?
Yeah.
Are we going to be looking at any features on this album that you could disclose? Because in the past, I thought you worked with Currency, G Curtis, and B Major, and people like that. Is there any features that we could be looking for on this album?
Yeah, B Major has a couple of tracks on there, 2 or 3 tracks on there, but other than that, I'm not really sure about anything. We don't have many features. We have a couple ideas for features that we're sort of getting at this time now, but pretty much we're just still putting it together.
Is there anyone that you've been dying to work with, do a feature with, or to have someone produce a track that you haven't had a chance to work with yet?
Oh, yeah, tons of people. I mean, songwriters, singers, producers, there's tons, but, that's all for the next chapter, I guess. Right now, I gotta finish my own shit.
Talking about blow up a little bit, that definitely has a lot different sound than Into the Wild or Party Records. It's definitely more of a radio type hit, and obviously that's worked for it because it's on the radio. Whose idea was that? Was it your idea to sort of recreate that song, or to have sort of a more laid-back song?
Yeah, I basically made it as a song to transition, people from hearing I Hate College and hearing Boston's Boy. It's like sort of newer pop sound that we're attempting to get to, which like doesn't really mean anything because pop means popular music. You know, it's just finding the right balance between the new music we want to make, which, to be honest, is like my favorite is a mixture of Boston's Boy and all this shit. It's hard once you start working with different people because they don't have the same ear as you. So luckily I've been able to look over most of this project, but it's definitely different because producers just have different ears.
Yeah. Looking back to all the music you've done from start to finish, what would you say is the track that is your favorite or you're most proud of?
Probably some new ones off the new record. The writing on some of these is just super personal, but super relatable, which is sort of just reminds me exactly like Boston's Boy, which people people just oddly related to that because they were in college more than anything, which is cool. So, hopefully the same thing happens because it's sort of like chapter 2 of, figuring out what my music career is, because the first part was that big explosion and Boston's Boy, and now, this is my first release as a signed major artist, so we're fucking really looking forward to it, and the new songs are real dope.
On Tabs Open, you called out Wiz a little bit with the whole Say Yeah thing.
Oh yeah, we've done tons of shows with Wiz. That wasn't even out of frustration. It actually fit the line because I was actually trying to change my name from Wiz to Sammy Adams. So
yeah,
Wiz came out right before I did, so he's an awesome kid doing this thing.
Time flies, Southern New Hampshire. What are your thoughts on being back in New Hampshire? Last year I was at your show at Keene State with Lupe. You've been to UNH. Are you excited for the show? What are you looking to do with Time Flies again at this type of venue?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Anytime I can come back to New England, it's crazy. Because there's so many markets. When you go tour, you either have to win over or it's a new market, so you got to absolutely crush it. New England's sort of being home. Whenever we have a show in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, wherever, it usually goes crazy because everyone's so supportive of me being from Boston and shit. But we're definitely really looking forward to it. I get to go home for a couple of days. I've been to Boston in months. That's nice.
Nice. Last question would be, what is your favorite song right now? What is the number one song on your iPhone or iTunes right now?
I'll grab it right now. My favorite track right now is this chick named Charlie XCX. It's called Nuclear Seasons. The most played shit. It is Bobby Womack, Please Forgive My Heart.
I'll check those out. Appreciate the time.
Hey, anytime, man. Hit me up on Twitter if you have any other questions.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
For more, check out swagsoulseparately.com. Giving away swag every day.